Well, that was fun. This is the most competitive you and I as a team have ever even
Yeah.
considered. We played in some 4-ball events, but this is totally different. So I like to play one event a month minimum. That's my minimum. If you want to, for me personally, to stay sharp at tournament golf is one event per month. Every 2 weeks is better, but when you got a family and kids and all this, trying to balance once a month, they'll usually do it. So we're going to play in the Rumble Cup. That'll warm us up for the Tracy City. I'm like, that's perfect.
Right. So I pretty much was like, I got 2 weeks to get some kind of game together
like
for this.
2 weeks to get ready for the Rumble Cup.
And I put some work in.
Yep.
I actually played pretty good in the Rumble Cup.
You played excellent. I was pretty shaky.
So here we are, morning of the Rumble Cup. Snuck out to the range for the round, doing a little warm-up session. And the chipping and pitching wedges right here.
Really cold. I think it was probably 37 degrees right now. It never got above 50. Beautiful day though, sunshine, clear skies, a little breezy, but great day in Vallejo.
Yep, it's warming up, getting ready for battle at this point.
Blue Rocks grass is really good for making a precise ball striker out of you.
Yeah. So here I am on number 9 after a good drive. I think I'm hitting a 54 degree to this pin.
I saw my ball up there right in front of that.
Oh,
that's
nice.
pretty good. You smoked this right here. This is the 10th tee, and Anthony drives it over the green.
Yeah. We made the birdie, though, got up and down. So here we are, number 11. Back blue pin. Trying to hit a low draw into there to get it to chase up the hill, but it kind of just stuck right there on the bottom of the slope.
Great shot, though.
Yeah, so you had a good one. You had, like 15, 20 feet for birdie, so I was trying to ram this one in.
Gave it a good run in a 4-ball event. Got to try and make birdies.
Yep, so missed a par, but you had it on lock. This is number 13. You smoked a 3-wood here.
Yep, I think 11 feet.
11 feet.
We fought. I mean, it was a tough round, and it was cold.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. And I didn't play my best. You played really good, but we ended up shooting 3 under, which is a par 71, right? So it was 68.
And it was enough.
And it was enough to win by 1 stroke. Crazy.
So technically, we're the 2-time defending Rumble Cup champions.
Yeah, we are.
But
definitely.
Is our name on the trophy?
No.
On the cup? No, because
that's a whole other thing that we have to discuss is when you play in these events that aren't really geared towards scratch players. Usually the gross winners get a big fat 0. We're lucky enough to get a little gift card.
So some people don't know what gross and net is.
Okay, well, gross would be the score you actually shoot, and net would be the score that you pretend to shoot. Oh, that's not really.
Yeah.
Net is when your handicap is factored into it.
Yeah, so a lot of these tournaments are handicap based. There's usually a low gross, and that's pretty much what we go for. We have no shot in the net stuff, the handicap stuff.
NCGA tournaments we play in are all gross. It's all scratch. There's no handicaps involved. It's whatever score you shoot, score you get. And if you make a 23 on a hole, you're out of the tournament.
And these are NCGA tournaments are like as legit as they're gonna get. You're playing the tips, which is the back tees. You're playing the ball down. Yeah.
There's no hiding it anymore. It used to be back in the day before the internet, people would hide it, say stuff that wasn't true. Caught a few people on it, especially as the internet was first coming out. I'm like, you did what?
Yeah.
Wow, weird. It says you shot 88 right here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did. I lied.
But yeah, you can look it up now, and sometimes they're not what they say.
Now everything's online. You can look me up. You can look Anthony up and see what we shot, and we can't make stuff up. It's right there. So
yeah.
Anyway, we end up winning the Rumble Cup. So the next 2 weeks, as Tracy City's getting there, my game's starting to feel really, really good. I'm doing a lot of work on my little home range.
Yeah.
And my game was feeling good. So I'm getting excited. You played great, so you're excited. We're pumped
Yeah.
for the Tracy City 4-ball.
Yep.
Pumped for it. And what happens?
Want to start with the practice round?
Okay, we go play a practice round. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so like we go play a practice round. I get a call on the way to the practice round
Right.
from my mom, which is kind of, they never really calls me at that time, kind of weird. So I pull over and answer, and she tells me my dad just had a heart attack.
Yep.
So I was like, well,
I'm like, you ready to go? Let's
yeah,
go. And you're like, well, there's nothing I can do.
it was kind of out of the blue. I don't know. She called me, and I was like, well, what do you need me to do? And she's like, well, he had COVID at the time too, so like, well, nothing we could do. She couldn't even go to the hospital. Anyways, it was a whole mess, and I was just kind of like, my mind was kind of just messed up. So we go out there. She's like, just do your thing. I was like, keep me in the loop. Like, we're already out there. Like, let's go. I'm like, no, like, we're here. Like, let's just go play. Like,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. I can't do nothing anyway. We go out there, so it's like kind of a blur for me. I'm trying to learn the course. I'm trying to play. I'm not really there. But
You got to
anyway,
see the course.
saw the
We
course.
were 100% ready for that event.
Yeah, like, so anyways, like, it was kind of a scrap, but you were hitting the ball good, and I was trying to like pick it up, and I was like, all right, like, turned out he was all right. Everything was okay now. So I was like, all right, so we're getting ready for the tournament. I was putting in a lot of work. We were really excited for it, and then what happened?
What happened is they canceled the tournament the day before for some supposedly inclement weather.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
So we went out there, practice round. It was a rough practice round. We were kind of not super focused, but we got to see the course, and we're definitely ready for the tournament.
That's what you call straight right.
Yeah, and this is straight left. It's not good cart golf.
So yeah, this is like the first time we brought out the actual camcorder to kind of see what it'd be like to try to film a little bit. Couldn't really see anything in the viewfinder.
Yeah, before that, it was all on our phones at the Rumble Cup, and then we decided to bring a camera out for this just to see what it was like.
And it's the last time we used the camcorder.
Yeah, I think so. I think we migrated to different phones, and that's about it.
Yep. Camcorder's good for disc golf, not so good for regular golf.
Yeah, this was a nice lie right here, right off the dirt.
It was a par 5.
It was a par 5, yeah. And then I hit it. Actually, not too bad. I mean, it was way right, but I had to either hook it or hit it way right, so it wasn't bad.
I literally couldn't see anything, so I was just zooming in where I thought it was going. And I chose wrong.
This one clipped a tree. You can't really see, just barely clipped a branch. Short there.
I was sucking from tee to green on this hole.
Well, we were a little bit distracted by the phone call on the way there and everything that was going on, but all we wanted to do, I had seen the course, but I wanted Anthony to see the course. No surprises.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually a pretty cool course. I was looking forward to playing that tournament.
Yeah, Tracy Golf and Country Club. If you're headed down from the Bay Area down to I-5 down to Southern California, it's a fun little place to stop. Greens are very good. The rest of the course is rough shape, but the greens are really nice.
I really wouldn't call it a country club. Maybe my type of country club.
Yeah.
The sand were I think they're rock hard.
It was money. You almost flew it in the hole.
This was for the par.
No. Is it? 1, 2.
Heck yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. Was it?
Yeah, it was for par, and then I got that for bogey.
Oh, that's an easy bogey for you.
I'd kill to make a putt that long right now.
Putters have been cold, but so has the weather. It's going to change. See? Easy
Yeah.
bogey for you.
That's what I need for Turlock.
I had this for birdie. Normally in practice rounds, I do not like to keep score. I do not like to play my ball from where it is. I don't keep score. I hit balls off the tee. I hit balls into the green, and then I just putt. I don't actually play for any type of score. But this time we hadn't got a lot of practice or a lot of rounds in, so we were just playing for real.
Did we even finish? I can't remember.
We did.
This was a pretty cool hole.
That was a good little par 3. We had a guy walk right across the green in front of us while we were waiting to hit.
Yeah. Froze us out. Like ice in the kicker.
We actually got a decent amount of footage, but then we didn't play in the tournament, so didn't really help us.
No. I think it was like a 9-iron there, I believe. Flared it straight right.
The hard part about this tournament getting canceled was there was no tournament. This was supposed to be beginning of December, and December and January there's really no tournament. So if we didn't get to play in this one, we were out of luck until February.
And that's what it was.
And that is what it was.
Took that one up high.
That was a great shot. Short game can save you. We got to wait for the Stockton City 4-ball, which I know is going to be an excellent event. They have huge turnout. It's a big event. They know how to run an event.
So we would have had like a C-ish tier Tracy one.
Yes.
To
Tracy
get-
is a much weaker.
So Rumble
field.
Cup was like a D tier.
Yeah.
Tracy would be like a C or B tier,
Yeah.
C-ish tier. And so we're gonna work our way up, and so that got scrapped. So we went from nothing to a B
Full-blown-
plus tier,
I mean, yeah.
almost A tier.
Yeah, it's a pretty good field. They usually have a good field. They
You know the guy's better than me.
Yeah, I mean, they've got good players. Really good,
So,
really good amateur players.
so
You're
it
gonna
was
have to play
a
good.
yeah. So it was like a big jump up.
Big jump up. in
So the
competition
step
level.
up kind of was out the window.
What, 120 plus players.
But the
there.
caliber of players too, like you said,
High
like
caliber players. And
the-
it's horrible weather, mind you. It's way worse than what was going to be at Tracy. And every single team still shows up and plays. That's
Yeah.
it's a totally different caliber of event.
it was ran different. It was like yeah. So we jumped right into the deep end.
You jump into
So
it, and
like all right, here we go.
we have in 10 weeks of downtime.
We go right into the Stockton 4-ball.
All right. Saturday morning. First tournament of 2023. Journey starts today. I'm out here just stretching out, doing some bar hangs. 5 minutes a day, I'm telling you, does wonders. Anyway, just getting ready. Kevin's on his way over here right now. We're gonna get after it today. See you in a little bit.
The swing feeling today.
You know who made it.
What's your pre-tournament routine there?
Well, it starts off at home, like I said earlier. Stretch out, do some bar hangs. Come out here, just go through my bag like I normally would. Like start with some wedges, 9-iron, 6-irons, long iron, and then today it's just forward and driver. Then back to some wedges, hit some putts, and we're off.
All right, so this is beginning of the Stockton City, hole number 1 right here. The water carry and the bunker on the left I was trying to go over.
Were you feeling nerves?
I felt some nerves for sure. Hit it pretty good. I was happy with it.
I mean, I was thinking, don't top it in the lake.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
So I chunked it over the lake into the rough. Perfect.
Perfect, man.
I don't know what hole this was. I still can't figure it out. I think it was on the back 9, actually.
Yeah, that course kind of all looks the same.
I know this was hole number 6, par 5, but we started on the back 9 the first day. I had a really good drive there.
Grip the draw.
Yep, rip draw. And you smoked this on number 2,
Oh yeah, par 5.
par 5,
Yeah, I got stuck like on a weird little grass patch in the middle of the fairway, like a rough patch.
a rough patch. Yep.
So after a pretty bad layup, this was my birdie putt.
You hit this one very close.
This was a par 3, like 185 or
Yeah,
something.
you hit it to 8 inches,
Yeah, it was on the make line.
and you were on a tear with the driver right here.
Yeah, it was a good little stretch there where I was just hammering it.
Yeah, it was like Smoke drive, smoke drive, smoke drive.
Well, first tournament, 2023. Definitely was excited for it. Felt some nerves. It's good to get out there, seeing all these big dogs. I don't know, like we were getting ready for it. Really excited for it. Um, as you can see, the weather could have been a little bit better, but
I think you played really good, man.
very happy with my game. Minus like once the rain came, the last 3 or 4 holes, I melted like the Wicked Witch of the West, and
Yep.
that kind of makes me mad.
Well, it was really difficult conditions. Very cold, super windy, and then it started raining.
Yeah.
But everyone had to play. Well,
Not really.
we did have the last draw of the tee time, so we got the brunt of the rain.
Some people had no rain.
Yeah, some people. But one of the leaders was the group in front of us,
He's also a badass.
and he also has won the California State Amateur before. So, yeah, he's definitely solid. I let you down the last 4 holes, pretty much.
No.
I hit the ball really good in the last 4 holes, and I had all kinds of opportunity, and I played him 2 over.
Worked out perfect. I started off pretty hot,
Yeah,
and once you found your bearing, we both played pretty good in the middle.
Yeah.
And at the end, I kind of started sliding, and then you started ball striking even better then, so it worked out perfectly. We did everything, and just at the very end, we just didn't convert when we like the one little shot. Like all the heavy lifting was done. We just had to rack it back on the rack, and we missed and smashed ourselves on the throw.
Just mashed right in the face. I made a double on a brutal 441-yard par 4. It's playing into the teeth of the wind. I mean, I probably hit an easily 520 yards of shot to get there, and then make double. I chunk a chip, and I can't get to the hole. I just can't convert there. So it felt pretty bad that I let you down there, because you played so good. I mean, all day really, but I mean, for the first 14 holes, you playing so good, and I couldn't contribute very often, and I had a chance the last 4 holes, and haven't been playing in tournaments, and there's just no replacement for playing in tournaments. There's no way to simulate it. I don't care what you do. I don't care what people say. I cannot personally simulate tournaments. I have to be in them. The only way, the best advice I ever got my first freshman year in college was, well, to be a better player, especially a better tournament player, you know, my coach said, play in every tournament you can enter, every single one, and he was completely right, and it changed my game. Got a lot better.
You just gotta put yourself in the situations over and over till you're comfortable with it.
Yep.
I mean, it's hard to, when you go out and play this regular round. For one, you're not playing a 5.5, 6 hour grinding round. You know what I mean? You're not gonna do that. So it's like everything's different. Everybody's grinding. Everything's slower. Everything's heavier. Everything just means more. So it's like, you know, I'm happy with the fact that like my practice round is whatever, and I get on the course and play tournaments, and I feel like my scores are like better. I focus in more. I can't simulate the focus I have during the tournaments. When I'm out here in these tournaments, I'm just trying to score no matter what. I'm just trying to score matters. I don't care how I do it. If I'm working on a fade for 3 months and I get on there and I'm playing a hook, I'm gonna rock a 30-yard hook. It doesn't matter.
Right.
So it's like I'm just playing golf. I'm trying to score. So it's like those are the only times I ever really actually just like, all right, I'm scoring today no matter what. When we're practicing or we're just messing around or playing, I'm working on stuff. I'm trying to hit shots. You can't simulate it. Like you said, you have to just play tournaments, play serious. If that's what you want to do, if that's not what you want to do, it's not a big deal. Nothing wrong with casual golf. It's fun. I love it. I like the competitive golf too. I like both. So for me, I enjoy it. I like getting out there. I like competing. I like putting myself out there on the line, just doing the best I can and seeing where I stack up with some of these guys. That's like their main. This is like their main thing. Some of these kids are college kids.
Yep. A lot of college kids in the tournament today.
So they're thinking like they're trying to make it. So they're trying to go pro. They have all these big ideas. Me, I already know what it is. You know, this is about as serious as I'm gonna go with it. You know, so it's like see if I can hang with these kids still after, you know, putting in my 40, 50 hours a week. You know, being a husband, being a father, and still being able to compete with these guys. That is their main job is to play good golf. You know, I'm happy with myself. I like it.
For me, golf, the game of golf, has taught me more than I can ever explain about myself. It's made me look into my own my own psyche a lot. And for me, it's a passion. I love the game of golf. The prestige of being a pro golfer, the money, none of that matters to me. I have a career, you know, I have a family. So to me, it's just the pure competitive golf
Yeah.
is what I like. And it's me trying to beat the next guy, and I love that. I love competitive sports, and as I get older, you know, golf is one of the only games or sports that you can do basically your entire life. So you were like, well, how would you feel if we document our journey? And I said, okay, if you want to do it for real, this is what we got to do. We got to enter tournaments ahead of qualifying and ahead of the tournament, because I know from past experience, there is no simulation. So
No.
even though we come into this tournament wanting to compete, want to win, I really want to win this tournament. And, you know, we're 6 strokes back. So winning is not impossible, but it's unlikely. But we're still going to try. But I knew we got to play in tournaments to get ready to play for real.
Yep.
And as we were practicing coming into it, I'm getting a little maybe overconfident where I'm like, you know, I mean, we're already ready. And then we tee it up for real, and guess what?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's why I said we got to play in tournaments to get ready, because there is no substitute for tournament golf. There's just no substitute. If you think you're going to go into a tournament, a big tournament with big time amateur golfers and compete, but not play in tournaments to get ready, you got another thing coming. It's not how it works. I had a chance to step up there, and I was maybe 25 feet from the hole in 2, and I made 6. So
yeah, so first we both doubled that hole, like the only double I think I had that day, and it just unfortunately happened on there. But you know, it just, you can't really play for a miss hit. Like, everything was set up right. Like, I was in a good spot. I just miss hit the ball. You know, what you can't play for a.
We came back. I mean, in the next 2 holes, we had looks for birdie. We could have gotten it back. It didn't happen. I mean, we made a mistake, and it could have ended up being worse. To be honest, we had 2 really difficult holes to go.
Yeah.
And we could have ended up 74-5 in a heartbeat. And stepped up, and
but you hit some solid shots in there.
Well,
I just like lost total grip of my game at the end.
That's why it's a team sport. Or this tournament, it's a team game. So
we got soaked the last 3 holes. So now I'm wet. Like, I'm mad about the way I finished. It's like the whole first 14, 15 holes, kind of, you forget about that. I don't want to focus on the negative, but that's just what, like, I literally am. That's what I'm feeling right now, because I'm freaking drenched.
It's never fun to, if I could have made those 2 putts on the last 2 holes, it would have tasted a lot better.
I would have just took my shirt off and just filmed bare chested. For me, like, sometimes I feel like I get out there and I can feel like, what the hell am I doing out here? Like, looking at these guys, like, dude, these guys are dressed up like they're tour pros or YouTubers, and I'm out here like, bro, like, these guys good or what? And it just feels good to know that, like, we're like dead center in the tournament with the stumble we had, so we could compete with them. So I learned, like, you know what, we belong, or for me anyway. I know you already feel it, but for me, I had to feel like, all right, like, I belong out here. My game could compete with these guys. In a tournament like this, with the competition, you can't just mess around and win. You have to play solid. If we both play solid, we can compete. If we mess around and make a double bogey, then we're not going to be in it, because
that's how it should be.
It's a razor edge line.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't play well, you shouldn't be winning.
No.
So,
I mean, that's what I signed up for, though. So I know when we're making these bonehead mistakes, that's enough to take us out. It's simple as that.
Yep.
It's tough. It's hard.
We were right in the tournament, and kind of took ourselves out of the win potential. It still can happen, but we're gonna have to shoot 62. So your probability goes way downhill.
I have to ball out tomorrow.
We have to ball out.
But when you ball out and play aggressive, it might go the other way.
Sometimes it goes the wrong way.
It's we're going one mode tomorrow. It's gonna be go mode. So we're either gonna light it up or we're gonna blow it up. But we're not gonna just little foo round tomorrow.
Yep.
It's going one way or the other.
It's going one way or the other.
And that's what it is.
And that's what it is.
Well, here we go. Again, second day, first tournament. To be honest, I didn't get great sleep. I was thinking about the 4 strokes that I let get away from me coming in. So let's get after it today.
All right, getting ready to start day 2. A little earlier today, like 7-ish. Kevin will be here like 7:45. I'm just out here trying to get my clubs cleaned up, dried up, get my stretch out on, do some hangs. And yesterday was a grind, got some sleep. Today's gonna be more of a grind because it's already raining today. So let's get after it. Checking in a little bit.
First hole, day 2. We're on number 1, and I ripped 3-wood. Probably my best tee shot of the day.
Oh, yeah, we actually started on number 1 the second day.
And then I bombed it on number 2. I had a chance to go for it 250 yards out. We decided I'm going for it. And I smoked this 3 hybrid. I mean, but I kind of hung back and pulled it at the same time.
But it didn't matter because I birdied that hole.
You did birdie it. And this is the 10th hole.
Yeah, it's a better look at it from the second day. But I had a good drive both days in a row. Could be kind of intimidating though, in the first one of the day, and you're looking at the water like that.
Yeah. This hole was playing dead into the wind.
I know when the beanie was on, not a good shot was hit, so nothing great about this hole. You saved a par for us on it.
Like a 15-footer for par. Yeah. Yeah, we were in a rough stretch right here.
Yeah, we were scrapping.
This, you're going for it on a par 5. Hit a 4-wood out to the right.
Yep, hit it good.
Pretty good. And your pitch shot ended up right there, a foot away. I hit it to bury 4 feet. It's one hole, only hole we both birdied the whole tournament.
Yep.
Hats off to the guys that played good in this tournament because they deserve mad respect. It was tough. Very windy. We had rain, cold. I mean, I was shaking and shivering the entire 5 hours. So
Yeah.
I don't have the right gear apparently, or I'm just a pussy. I don't know which it is.
I think it's a little of both for us. I don't know, man. It's like come out the gates hot both days, played solid front nines, and then the weather was pretty good in the morning, and then the rain came, the wind was howling, and it was cold. It's the trifecta. The trifecta, I'm not good at. I could do 1 of the 3, 2 of the 3 is not fun but manageable. 3 of the 3, I just do not have it. So yeah, I think I was like 1 over on the front and 10 over on the back. It was bad. I just don't know if I need to carry some mittens or some hand warmers in there or what. Because once my hands get like numb, my short game is chalked, and I just don't know. I don't know what to do.
As far as birdies go, we made no birdie putts outside of 3 feet, and we had a total of 5 birdies, I think.
Yeah, pretty much had to be next to the hole.
Yeah. Most of our birdies were inside 18 inches.
Yeah.
Hit it inside 18 inches, and that was it.
And then in conditions like that, it just puts so much pressure, like to have it that close. Because like we watch guys chip in, we play with, just make these long putts, like not even good, hit the hole a million miles per hour, pop up, go in, and all putts would just seem like they were going like right in the center and just die left, die right, just veer off, or just couldn't buy a putt at all. And it's just frustrating, and it's just you gotta keep grinding, stay positive. You get fringe boosted when you pull off a perfect wedge shot that just kind of hammers you. It's just like
When it's that brutal and you have to hit it inside 3 feet, it's too much pressure.
rough. I'm trying to force stuff in that just, like is impossible, and I'm trying to force it. Like you said yesterday, we're gonna go low or blow up, and I forced it hard at the end and I blew up. So
Hey,
if I would have pulled off that 4-wood when it was raining,
yeah,
it might have been a different tone.
We were right there. We were 1 under through 10 holes, birdied 10. We're 1 under. We had made a bad bogey earlier in the round, but it's kind of like we're coming into 11, which was a par 5. Anthony and I both agreed, like, hey, if we're trying to win, it's like you're gonna have to make a 3 here. You got a chance, 4 at worst. So let's go for it. It didn't work out. We bogeyed that hole, and we were just in hold-on mode the whole entire. We couldn't get anything going. Like I said, you definitely do not always get the results you're hoping for. You probably get the results you deserve, but you don't always get the results you're hoping for.
Yep.
you got to be very resilient in this game. It's not fun sometimes. And honestly, that's why I love it. Is because it's so difficult. I love it. I don't know if I'm sadistic or I don't know what my problem is, but
You could probably just get kicked in the balls with someone for a lot cheaper than playing this, but
yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
probably more fun.
yeah, it might be. Let's get it over with.
There's nothing like playing
Get your
good.
kicks
though.
off already.
There's nothing like playing good. When you win a tournament, especially against good players, a scratch event. That's the second tournament in the books. We got one more tournament on the books for sure, one more potential, and then it's qualifying time. So we got to get our game in shape. That was fun.
Get some content out for you guys, some matches, and some my friends and family have been telling me they like when we kind of talk about our shots before we hit them a little bit. So
We'll get better at that. And if there's anything you guys want to see,
yeah, let us
leave
know.
a comment. Say, hey, I want to see this. I want to know that. I have a question. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We might answer them. We might not. I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes our scores might not show up, but we kind of know what we're doing sometimes. And
Sometimes.
so yeah, I mean, you guys enjoy it. Just let us know what we'd like to see. We'll see what we could do.
Right on.
So thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Yep.